Well, hello and welcome back to the Dubai Kartdrome for the second full day of racing here in the marvellous Motor City. Kart and Live TV have all the action, but of course one thing we also bring you is a paddock show. And to bring you a paddock show, I need someone to do the interviewing. And I can't find Henry, so I found Joe. Joe, a stunning location, but a very difficult track.
Hello Nick, hello everyone. Yeah, what a challenge this track is. I coined a phrase, it's kind of like an around the houses without the houses. And what I mean by that is...
Well, they've got skyscrapers.
We have got skyscrapers with the back of a shopping precinct as well. And we race really close to the barriers here. It's an unforgiving track, and I would imagine it's going to get very, very crowded down there with some of our grids. The racing's fast, it's furious, but it's all about punching out of those corners. It's going to be another fantastic event.
Well, those are Joe's ideas, but I kind of feel we actually want to hear from the teams and we want to hear from the drivers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Joe, I'm going to push him out into paddock, but more importantly, I'm going to make him find Henry Baudet, and the two of you are going to work your little bottoms off to get some interviews.
Okay.
We talk about family a lot in Rotax, and the great thing about Rotax is that drivers, you see them and then they disappear for a little bit and then they come back, like Shogo Endo, not as a driver but now as a mechanic for Adam Zhu in Micromax.
Yep.
First of all, Shogo, how are you? It's been a while since you were in a kart, in a Rotax kart, but one of Japan's most successful Rotax races for many years.
So yeah, I began my racing career since like 4 years old, and I forgot when I started the Rotax racing, but I've been to grand final for 4 times. I got a 5-time ticket, but 4 times. And yeah, my best result in the grand final is in Brazil 2018, P9 in the senior. And yeah, I finished my career last year because I couldn't get the grand final ticket. And yeah, I decided to be the mechanic for any, you know, like
Just up-and-coming drivers. So Adam Zhu is an up-and-coming driver from China, running with Sam Pollitt Racing here. What's your role exactly? How have you managed to slot in to the team around Adam?
like you mean like the environment, Adam? Yeah, like no, like my team is quite nice. Like we have the good analyst,
Yes.
and good coach, and I may be good mechanic. And I think he has much talent because he just started racing, I think 3 months or 4 months ago, and he's already good. He has enough speed, so I think it's good. Like yeah.
Is it a good thing? Is it a nice thing for you to be able to help now a young driver develop? Did you have that when you were starting in your career, like a good mechanic or a mentor or a coach to sort of like learn from?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like this is like for me like very new style, but I think I find it very good things, because like when I was a child, I didn't I didn't have these kind of things, and I think it makes more, how can I say, like the driver more, how can I say, like
Make it prepared, more successful.
yeah, exactly, yes. So I think it's good.
Now, good. Is this your first time here in the UAE Championship?
Yeah, exactly. Like just I came here, I think 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So I'm quite new here. I don't know like how to buy something still, like which supermarket is good. I'm not really sure still, but yeah, I'm enjoying this.
Yeah. What does your driver think of the circuit, or what are you learning about the Dubai Kartdrome that you can sort of hand over to Adam?
Well, it's hard, but yeah, everything. I think for me, everything new. I've never done mechanic in Japan for micro.
Yep.
I done in like 2 years ago in Roman and like that. But yeah, for me, so everything new. So everything is for me like learning. Yes.
And this is the thing, because, drivers in Rotax or mechanics, you can transfer your knowledge around the world. Obviously, Shogi, you're Japanese, but I've seen you, at grand finals around the world. What countries do you get to as a mechanic, or how does it sort of, how do you get around the world now as a mechanic?
What?
How do you get around the world? Your services are quite, in demand, aren't they? People want you to work on their go-karts. Your reputation is getting good.
Okay, yeah. For me, that was a bit hard English, like difficult.
Okay, so your reputation as a driver is one thing, but now your reputation as a good mechanic means that you get lots of jobs and you can go around the world, doesn't it?
Yep. So I want to do the mechanic not only in Dubai, like in UAE.
Yep.
I want to be in Europe maybe also. And one day, if I could bring this knowledge, like everything from the other world, If I could bring it to Japan, I think it's very good thing for Japanese racing culture, and if I can be maybe China or any other Asian country, it's also nice things for me.
Excellent, excellent. So a top 10 driver in the world in the grand finals, Shogo Endo, now putting his experience and all that knowledge he's gained into young Adam Zhu here in Micromax. But a world tour, but eventually back to Japan to, you know, put all your knowledge into Japanese racing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's my one of the goal. Yes.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Shogo.
Thank you.
During the off-season, one of the most familiar figures in the UAE paddock, Birol Art Middle East, changed. It became Motorscape. Sana Chanak from Motorscape now.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about why the rebrand, because it's not just Birol Art now that you deal in, is it?
Exactly. So we are now the exclusive distributor for Kart Republic in the Middle East, also Birol Art. So we thought that it's better that we brand the main company is called anyway Motorscape for years.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought just go Motorscape, you know, because we supply both brands.
Yes.
And we represent both brands. So as you can see in the tent, we have some Kart Republics, we have some Birols. And I think, it was just a step to, introduce people to the new project that we took over, and it's going well so far.
It is, because of course yourself and Mark Rose have been in cahoots for several seasons out here. Tell us a little bit about the development. What have you noticed over the last couple of years here in the UAE? The driving standards, the professionalism. You know, you've got to keep upping your game because there's teams all around you that are doing likewise, aren't there?
So I first came to the UAE in 2011. And I can tell you the change that we witness nowadays is unbelievable. To be extremely honest, the championship organizers are doing a fantastic job. The RMC, they run an event. I've been to all European events. I've been to all the World Championships. I've been to all the races, and I can say, here the organization, the professionalism of the series now is top notch, and fair play to Alain Raceway, fair play to all the people, you guys that also make a huge difference in this. The live stream being always on for the races have made a huge difference as well. Thanks to you guys, you guys do an incredible job, and what we are witnessing is a huge boom in the UAE RMC, and a huge boom in the karting in general.
Okay.
And one thing that I've noticed, and that's really a really good indication of what's really happening, I've noticed that the Bambinos, the interest in Bambino is a few years back, we struggled to have 3-4 Bambinos on the grid. From our company point of view, we supply the Bambinos for pretty much all the paddock, as long as 80% of the paddock get their equipment from us.
Yes.
One thing we have noticed that the demand on the Bambino is incredible. Like we get a lot of inquiries on daily basis. There's not a single day that we don't have an inquiry about Bambino. So that can give you an indication about what's happening. Because even from the roots of the sport, people are starting earlier, unlike previous years when people just come at 13, 14. Now they're calling us, asking for a 4-year-old kid.
Outstanding. Well, that's really interesting. To know that even though, say, this season we're not seeing it, but maybe in next year, 2 years' time, 3 years' time, that's when we'll see the benefit of this. Let's talk us round your group this weekend, because we've got some newcomers in DD2, for example. Suleiman Zanfari joins us for the first time. Suleiman, a very, very successful driver, based in Morocco initially. What's it like having someone from Suleiman like Suleiman joining the team?
You know, it's really fantastic for us and really exciting because the last time I saw Suleiman with us racing, we won the Dubai Plate back in 2020, and definitely the aim is to do it again now. So like 5 years or 6 years later, that's the aim now to do it again. It's incredible to see how much the people that left, let's say, and went to other series, they now realize that this series is as best as anything else, and it's more, more easier for them to be here. But we have some new faces, we have some old faces, but in general, it's an incredible way forward for the sport.
And this really is a metropolitan team. You know, I'm looking there, you've got the flags from France, from Jordan, from Oman. You've got, the Qatar here with Mr. Hasiba. Obviously, Suleiman wearing the Moroccan flag, Mr. Haddad. But a Turkish flag with Erin Ortak. You've got a young driver in micro, Alex Freienstein. You know, the progression of him getting onto the podium now, that must give you as a team boss, a real sense of pride watching a young driver and guiding that young driver from the back to the middle and now to the front.
Yeah, really, this is one of the most enjoyable, let's call it project we took on.
Yes.
When we took him on, as you know, he's still young as well. But I'm incredibly proud how this amount of hard work paid off, and we really got this kid, to go forward in such a short period of time, But it was an incredible amount of work that went into the summer of last year, after the season, and beginning of the year, also working on the mental side, working on giving him more confidence, getting the animal inside to show. So it's really an incredible experience.
Excellent. Now, like all the teams here, you've got your own separate workstations for mechanics. The data screen up by there. One thing that I'm interested, that's something that is new that I haven't seen before. You're one of the few teams. You've got your own radio and charging station so that no one can lose their radios.
So we have like 3 different setups over there. So that's the live timing system. That so people can see what's happening during the sessions while they're here.
So let's have a little wander up just to see it, to sort of take us through what's the data section, because you've got obviously all the data tracing and what have you. Hello.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm very, very good. So this is driver feedback, but then obviously you've got the charging pods as well for so that no one can go out without a battery, or that everything is charged.
Yes, because let's say the electric system of the car is the heart of the car. So we want always to make sure that we have spares, we have, like we don't use the normal chargers, we use a proper charger that we can tell if the battery is dead, in good condition, etc., etc. So this is, to be honest, credit to Mark Rose. He's such an incredible, asset for the team. And over here, as you can see the data, we can see what's happening in each corner. We know if it's a driver, issue. Like if you can see here, you can see the difference in the speed. You can see, exactly what's happening. If there's a slide, you can see it on the RPM. So we can really analyze what's happening with the chassis and the driver during the session, and try to push them forward. As also the other side of this, we have the we can show them their footage. Sorry, if you see here, we can show them the footage. We see, we try to improve them by showing them
what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong.
So over here, it's a very important tool to utilize, and I think with this series becoming more and more professional, you need to up your game as well. So you cannot stand still at all. You need to always push the limits.
Exactly. In karting, standing still is going backwards. Sanad Chanak, thank you so much for showing us around formerly Birrell Art Middle East, now Motorscape. Thank
Thank you
you.
very much, sir.
No problem.
Have a lovely day.
One of the other names returning to the UAE Rotax Max Challenge this weekend is double defending DD2 champion Max Dexter. Max, first of all, welcome back. You haven't been competing full time this year just because of school, but you're back, and you're back with a bang this weekend. Not just in DD2, but in seniors as well. Yeah. The insanity behind that. What's going on?
Yeah, well, last year, the last round, after we won the DD2 Championship, we decided we were going to do both for the last race in our lane. So we did it, and it was quite good. I think we ended up winning one of the days in DD2, and I came 5th in senior. So, and this weekend, we're obviously doing O-Plate next weekend in both as well. So we thought we'll do this weekend in both, get some practice in for O-Plate, yeah.
Now, again, you were one of the team members from the UAE in the Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals. You've been there the last 2 years. Didn't quite go all the way that you were hoping for in Bahrain last year, but it doesn't dim the appetite to come and try and succeed again, does it?
No, of course not. I mean, it was a really good event. I mean, I had a lot of fun this year, despite the result not being what we wanted. But yeah, I mean, we're here to race, and we'll see what we can do.
And a new team as well, Telios. Last year you raced with Brand. Obviously, Luca from Brand has now come here to Telios. So it's sort of like a new team, but in many respects a bit of a home from home.
Yeah. But I mean, for sure, there's some, for me, some new faces, Andrea, Fiorenzo. And then, yeah, we've got some of the same, like Jules and Luigi coming from Brand, yeah.
Yeah, Luigi, that's right, not Luca. I do apologise. Talk about jumping back. When was the last time you drove a kart then? Would that be in Bahrain for the Grand Finals in December?
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing a little bit of practice. Last weekend we drove the DD2, the Paralin, just to get used to it again. Because, I've never actually driven the Paralin DD2 before, so I had to get used to that. It's quite an easy switch, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, yeah.
So from Tony Kart, an OTK product, which is what Brand Racing use, a Paralin now. This isn't exactly the easiest circuit. If you're going to get back into karting, it's not exactly a nice, easy way to sort of get yourself ease back in. This is a very, very physically demanding circuit, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Well, sometimes you've got to jump in the deep end,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely very demanding, but we'll see how it goes. I think it should be all right in terms of physicality. Yeah.
Performance this weekend, what are we hoping for? Obviously there's a championship battle going on in both classes, but you're just here to win.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we can send them hard. They're having to fight for the championship, so we're not. So we're just here to race then. Yeah.
Yeah, because especially in DD2, obviously Theo won last time out. He's just doing this round and last round, But for the championship contenders, the bigger the field, the bigger the points difference between first and last. So that's going to be playing on everyone's mind as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Yeah. Yeah.
In senior, there's only about 45 of you. So just getting to the main event's going to be an achievement. Are you ready for the rough and tumble of that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we did one of the senior races in Alforsan, which is good. I think we ended up winning that. So. Pretty similar grid. I see we've got some people coming from the UK as well. I saw some on the entry list. So, it'll be fun. Yeah.
It will be very good. The rest of the season, obviously, school taking complete priority. But when are we likely to see you out, after this weekend and next weekend?
Yeah, probably after Yas Marina. I'm pretty sure we're back here after Yas Marina.
Yes.
So, yeah, it'll be then, and then hopefully till the end of the year. Yeah.
Okay, so back in both classes, or are you you're not sure just yet?
Oh, we'll see. Hopefully both. Yeah.
Hopefully both. Well, there we go. It's great to have you back, Max. Something for all the championship regulars to consider. Double defending champion Max Dexter. New kart, new team, same amount of talent.
A big welcome back to Origin Motorsport and this young driver, Elliot Surtees. We're both from the same part of England, so translation services are available. Elliot, I'd imagine you'd be delighted to be back racing in the sunshine.
Yeah, I love it here. I find it's so much more fun, and I just like racing here.
Yeah, you just like racing, I suppose, don't you?
Yeah, I find it really fun.
Your thoughts here at the Dubai Kartdrome? It looks a very, very technical and tricky track.
Yeah, it's very technical. There's a lot of corners to get right, obviously, but if you string it all together, you'll be all right.
When you say that, you say there's a lot of corners to get right, but there's a lot of corners that lead onto the next corner, which leads on to the next corner. That makes it a very, very sort of tricky and complex thing to get your head around.
Yeah, I mean, when you're racing and in the pack, you're always thinking, are they going to move here? Are they going to dive here? But again, if you're switched on, you'll be all right around here.
Where do you have to switch on for defending here at Dubai?
Definitely turn 2 and back sector going along the back straight. Definitely there.
I've been sort of trying to think if there is anywhere that we can tell everybody back where we're from in the UK what track kind of compares to here, but I don't think there is. What do you think?
No, not really.
It's not, is it?
Very different.
It
very
is.
different.
It is. Now, you've been part of Origin Motorsport. It's your family team. Your livery, your sticker design is quite the wrong colour. I mean, we're from the northeast, and for our international audience, Elliot and I are from the northeast of England, but we're very much distant relatives because Elliot here is a Newcastle United supporter and I am a Sunderland supporter. And if anybody knows your Premier League football, you know that we shouldn't even be talking. So why the black and white? I mean, it's awful.
I mean, it's the best football team, I think, and I just think it fits well on a go-kart.
Right, and when Sunderland met Newcastle the last time, what happened?
No answer.
Wish you all the very best of luck, mate.
Thank you.
Not for your football team, but for your
thank you.
karting this
Thank
weekend.
you.
Elliot Surtees, everyone.
One of the most intense class battles here in the UAE Rotax Max Challenge is in Minimax. Albie J. Stubbs currently leads the championship, but not by much. And Albie, if one thing we've learnt this year is that there's a whole bunch of drivers every single race that can win in Minimax, isn't there?
Yeah, it's very competitive in Mini. It was competitive in Micro, but Mini's just another level.
What have you learned, because obviously you've stepped up into Minimax. I think, Al Ain, it's fair to say that the starts weren't that kind to you. You went backwards quite a bit. That's part of the learning process, isn't it?
Yeah, when you go up into a new class, there's a lot to learn, and at the start it wasn't going my way. Maybe there was a little bit in me, but I kept getting hit a little bit, but hopefully we can do better this weekend.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously you've got lots of rivals. Benjamin Karachkovich, Austin Gray, Charlie Page. Who else are you concerned about? Because there's 20 Minimax drivers this weekend, the biggest grid of the year.
Well, there could be anyone win it, but I really like if it could be me that wins it.
Of course, of course. Now, talk a little bit about the team behind you. You're running with Sam Pollitt Racing. Sam, you can see the graphics there on the kart with the UAE flag. Sam's been expanding out into the UAE this year with you, but also to try and attract other drivers as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, I don't think he wants many this year. He just wants a few, but to do a good job with them.
And you're certainly doing a good job to start out with. Tell us a little bit about, you started Bambinos in the UK, but you raced here last year as well. Is it a case of, summer in the UK, winter over here with the family?
Well, we saw the Dubai O plate in Bambino, so we come over and done that, and then we really enjoyed it, so now we always race here in the winter.
Excellent. You've got Toby George mechanicking, Anderson Chilcots, and Sam is the team manager for you, which is your team from the UK. How much help is that? You're in a different country, different culture, but you've got familiar faces around you.
It's really good because then I don't have to get used to new people. It helps when I have Anderson, I don't have to get used to a new coach because I'm in a team, or I'm in a team, but I've got my own coach, and then with Toby as well, it's not like being in Excel and you have a different mechanic every weekend. So I just have Toby and Anderson and then Sam as the team manager. But at the minute it looks like we're doing pretty well.
It does. Talk a little bit about this circuit. How have you found this track? What are the challenges to get round here in the Minimax division? Are we likely to see anybody pull away?
I don't know. In that last session we pulled away a little bit, but I don't think there'll be much to put away.
And of course the starts, you've learnt a lot from last round to this round, but the starts here, you've got that long corner that doubles back over the bridge. Are you concerned about that?
No, I raced here in Miami and I was pretty good at the start, so hopefully we can just do the same this weekend.
Okay, well there's Albie. Let's just bring in Sam Pollitt a second. Sam's over there. Sam, come and have a little chat here. Number one, what would you like to say about your driver there, Albie? He's obviously very talented, but over here, his job is almost as a figurehead to help advertise the team, isn't it?
Yeah, he's obviously representing us. He's our only mini driver, but he's doing a really good job. Obviously, leading the championship. He's done great up to now. Hopefully, we can continue.
Now, of course, I've known you a long time. Sam Pollitt Racing, it's been a very familiar fixture in the UK. You've really started to expand, not just in the UK, but internationally. Here is one arm. We talked about the Sam Pollock logo with the UAE colours on it, but it's not just racing in the Middle East, it's junior car racing as well.
Yeah, we got an opportunity at the end of last year to venture into Ginetta Juniors, which has always been something I've wanted to do. I think there's no clear path from karting. You know, we try and keep everybody in karting, and then they don't end up into cars. So I'm trying to make a bit of a stepping stone from karting to cars, and then progress through.
Okay, and again, how much of a logistical nightmare is that? Are you partnering with an existing team in cars?
Yeah, so there was an original team. They had the same idea, so we've sort of partnered up together. Yeah. Logistically, they sort most of it for me. I'll be there on the weekends, obviously with the drivers. The idea being that the drivers know me from karting, and then they go into cars, they still know me, we manage it all, and we take it on like that.
And that's really, you know, so many times you see people come out of karting, they go into cars, and then it doesn't work for whatever reason. The world of cars doesn't work out for them, so they either stop or they're at a bit of a crossroads. But I suppose there's an easy way not to come back to karting, but to sort of to dovetail the two commitments as well, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. And we've had a lot of drivers leave to cars, and they almost say like they don't know where to go, they don't know what to do. It all starts again. Where obviously, because they already know us and they know how we operate, it's like a clear transition then into the car paddock.
So and that's from the UAE, the UK, and obviously it's going to be Ginetta Juniors in the UK? Yeah,
Ginetta Juniors and the GTPs and GTAs, so that even all three classes really.
Oh, superb. A lot of work on your plate then?
Quite a bit. I've got some good lads, so we're
yeah, because, I mean, very quickly, I mean, obviously, you know, Albie, you've got Adam, you as well here, so two drivers here, but the expansion in terms of staff, logistics, all the equipment that you need, how has that come about?
A lot of headache. I've put a lot on the lads that work for us. Obviously, Anderson moved out here to look after the team out here. Without him, we couldn't really done that. Then obviously Toby came on board with Albie, which again has helped. And then Carol, who looks after Adam. Yeah. So some good guys that are all sort of predominantly doing the work for me.
And going back from when I first met you, you know, 15 years ago, you know, running, you know, one or two drivers in UK championships, could you imagine this is where it would have led?
Not at all. No, not at all. It's a bit crazy.
It is a bit crazy indeed. Well, crazy is one thing, but Sam Pollock Racing, as crazy as it might sound, has got his finger on the pulse and has got opportunities for drivers, UK, UAE, in karting, and now cars. Congratulations, Sam.
Thank you very much.